Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Secondhand Collective podcast, a podcast about Poshmark by Poshmark people. We're the Poshmark people. I'm Stephanie, the Poshmark person.
And I'm Evan. I, too, am Poshmark person. And also a speaker of English.
A loudspeaker.
A loudspeaker. Hello, everyone.
So the one that talks quiet is Evan.
Yes.
But we are working on it.
I was equally frustrated listening to the podcast when I'm sorry. I'm learning.
She is YouTubing how to talk loud.
Yeah, I'm learning how to talk.
So right now, Evan is screaming at the top of her lungs. You can't see it,
but
her face is red. She's like sweating.
It's just, I'm a mess.
Actually, you know what it reminds me of is the girl from Pitch Perfect.
I've never seen that movie.
I can't. Come on. You have to see it just so you can see. I don't even have to describe anything about her. You're just going to watch the movie and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
And anybody listening to this who understands what we're talking about with Evan's quiet voice.
Wait, no, I've seen things online. She's really quiet.
Okay, you got to watch it and then report back.
Okay.
Just go based on memes.
Okay.
So anyway, we're working on it. Thank you for everyone. First of all, that's just exciting because I was like, wait, people are listening to it.
People are complaining. That means people are listening. Amazing.
Like, oh
I was like, I'm going to be the reason this podcast fails.
I was like, text her. I was like, it's totally fine. We're good. Not even mad. We're all figuring it out. Honestly, it's kind of amazing to me that we're still going.
Oh, I know. I know. I'm a good quitter.
Me too.
I love to quit things. Sometimes I just start something so that I can have the sweet release of quitting.
Well, it's probably because we have each other that we don't want to let each other down.
I know.
We're making it happen.
I know. I wanted to cancel tonight because I just wasn't feeling it. And now I'm fine. Yeah. But earlier today, and I was like, nope. I canceled last week. I can't do this to her.
Yeah.
So,
and we didn't have an extra one backup either.
I didn't know that, but
yeah. Well, I'm glad.
I'm glad I didn't cancel.
I would have been like, Evan, we can't listen. We got in a car accident. Oh my gosh, the microphone came towards me.
Everything's attacking you.
I know. I was gonna be like, we got in a car accident. My baby just had her 4-month shots. We are a mess, and we're still gonna make it. So, no excuses.
Yeah, no excuses. This microphone is assaulting her.
I'm not the one that needs it closer.
I know.
It needs to be Evan. Okay. All right. I'm just going to pull this pen out. Okay. On to the real reason that you're here. Things about Poshmark. We thought that we would start a series of some sort. Is it a series? Would it be called a series? I think so.
Yeah. A monthly
series.
Monthly series?
Yes.
Is that what they call it?
That would be
I'm thinking of what YouTubers do, monthly favorites and things like that. Whatever. You guys get what we're saying.
Yeah.
If you know the word, tell us.
And if it is monthly series, tell us that too.
Tell us we're doing a great job.
You could hear her. But we thought we would start with closet recaps of how our closets are doing each month. I think it's cool that we can talk about things that everybody can relate to, but I also think that's what I love about having you as a friend. I was like, yeah, Evan wouldn't be down if I was like PFFs, so I didn't say it. But then I said it.
No,
Are you down with PFFs?
Yeah, I say that about Jordan and you guys.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I don't really... That's going to sound really bad. I was just about to say that. I guess I haven't really talked about you in social media.
No, I'm not even offended. Listen.
It's usually just because Jordan and I are kind of a package deal these days.
Yes.
So
no, totally.
I just...
But the PFF thing, whatever. But I think that's the thing is you get to hear how other people are doing. And it's one thing if we sit around and are like, here's how we're doing with this, or here's what we do. But it's another thing to be like, and here's how it plays out for us in real life. It's also MLMs. We're not an MLM. This is not an MLM. But I always am like, but tell me the real nitty gritty details.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people are like, I'm so glad that I get to like quit my job, work from home. And I'm like, but you worked 8 hours nannying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to know the details and like, so how much are you making? How much, like, how many people do you sign up each month? Like, I just want to know that information. So I feel like, welcome to the behind the curtains of how our closets are doing. Right?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not going to speak for you, but this month was crap for me. So
me as well.
I was not on my A game.
I think that's the thing that when I first texted Evan, it was like, listen, here's my idea. She was like, that's fantastic. Let's start next month. And I was like, no, let's start this month because, and I told her nowhere to go but up.
Yeah. And I feel like it makes us more relatable.
Well, and that was something that we had said is we both need to clarify that we are not, we're not saying we are full-time resellers, paying mortgages, and supporting our family. I'm trying to figure out a way to say it because I feel like you do support you support Kennedy with it. I support my family with it, but it's not the breadwinner of my family.
Yeah, I don't support Kennedy with it.
Where do you buy her clothes?
That's what her grandma's for. That's why I'm living with my parents because I can't afford anything.
Gotcha.
I do get child support, but I try to save it.
Yeah, no, totally.
So
okay, so, but there's our context.
Yeah, it's not like we're claiming that like, hey, we're making millions and
here's how we do it.
We're saying we're users, we're Poshmark users, and this is our story.
Yeah, we are not going to disclose actual income amounts. That's something that I think is personal. I honestly don't care so much. Like, I'm pretty much an open book, but I think we're like, the cost of living in different parts of the country are so different.
Yeah.
And so with all of those things, like sometimes you can hear a number and be like, well, if I made that much, I wouldn't have to have a job or whatever. But the cost of living is so different everywhere that I just don't want to get distracted by that. So we're using this month to start off, and next month we can say like, we made this, like 20% more than last month, or our sales were down 20% or whatever. So we'll just use percentages for that. And we're just going to share like the stuff that sold and our experience with it and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's more just like an interesting thing. And then also, I think it will be good over time, like being aware of like your numbers and just of things that often go overlooked.
Yeah. So, as Evan she came over to our apartment and I was like frantically getting everything together because again, baby with shots. I was like talking to her while the baby was screaming in my face because her leg touched the table and it was bad. But I had downloaded my sales report and was just kind of looking at that. I've never really done that. And you can, pick your dates to like go by and stuff. So I'm going to try to start using that. I've never looked at it. I was just amazed by it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All the information. I was like, man, I feel like really professional looking at this stuff.
Yeah. You're like, look at my spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Look at all the numbers.
I worked so hard on this spreadsheet and I sorted it alphabetically.
It's amazing what you do.
Yeah, I know. I'm so pro. So I just encourage you guys to like do that as well. I'd love to just like hear everybody's wins and like if you could relate to anything or want to share anything. I just think it's just a cool little monthly recap. Whew, that was a long-winded intro to that. So let's actually get on to the thing. Like Evan said, I think we both have just had a crappy sales month.
Yeah. I mean,
we're both, I think this is worth saying too. I just said it was long-winded. Here I go on a tangent.
Disclaimer.
The thing that is brilliant about Poshmark and other things like MLMs, I'm not going to get into that, but is that it allows people who struggle at conventional jobs to forge their way in an unconventional way. And I know for me that I have a lot of anxiety issues, and being able to work for myself is amazing, because when I do shut down, there's no outside force aside from a child, really.
Yeah.
There's no outside force that is demanding me to get up and go to work. And that's good and bad.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think I would say that I kind of felt like I've really leaned into it in a negative way sometimes in the past couple months. My sales were down a lot, and I think I got rejuvenated by the whole like New Year idea. Also, people started buying more, so I was like, "Well, that helps."
I know, yeah,
that really helps.
Yeah, I think most of my sales were like the first like week and a half, and then I just dipped out.
Yeah, and then you stepped out,
and then I was like, "All right,
you took a like the back in 15 break.
I got to deal with some stuff, guys."
Yeah, so I think that's life, and that's fair, and that's why our numbers look a certain way. But
yeah.
So how do we want to do this? We didn't even talk about this.
Let's just do back and forth.
Okay,
the old give and take.
We like wrote different kinds of things down, but it'll even out in the end.
Yeah,
right. So I made 67 sales when I was looking at and counting sales. I was trying to figure out if that was items sold, but it was just sales. Why are you laughing?
Because I made mine items sold, but it literally just gives it one more. So
okay.
I made a whopping 15 sales.
There you go.
And I can understand if you're all real jealous.
But
I do want to be like me too.
The thing about it though is like, I was telling you this earlier. I spent a lot of money on inventory this month, probably more than I made. But a couple months ago, I kind of went a little crazy at a yellow tag sale as well when sales were better. So I didn't go in the negative. And today something sold and I made like $38. And my closet average sale price is $9 an item.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like 4 times as much. And I was like, okay, so it all kind of like comes back around a little bit.
Yeah. It's the whole like spend money to make money garbage.
But if I only had a closet full of things that made me $38, then I could sell 15 and our numbers would look similar. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's also...
Yeah. It depends on what you're selling and...
your pricing. And
your price and all that.
And Evan and I have 2 different ways of our closet. In case you are new here, I primarily have gone to the bins, bought things dirt cheap, sold them fairly dirt cheap. They just kind of sit until they sell, or I delete them and send them to ThreadUp. So I'm definitely more like a quantity seller, high volume seller.
I think I'm definitely not like a slow sale type person, like sit and wait. I'm not that, but I am a little bit more, what's the word? How would you describe it? I think I'm like mid-range.
You're more like Target prices.
Yes.
I'm more like Walmart prices.
Yes, I like to say Target prices.
Yeah. That's where I got it from, was you.
Good. Yeah. I was like, this all sounds very familiar.
Yeah, totally. I think it would be interesting maybe for next month to say our average sale price. Although, does that tell you? No, that wouldn't tell you the income, would it?
No, they'd have to know cost of goods. Plus, I don't really care that much. But
okay, so
yeah. I mean,
that might be interesting to say.
I'll give you my social security number. I don't care.
My friend, I do some like work on the side for him, and he texted me and was like, "What did he say?" He said, I'm getting W-2s all over the place."
Yeah,
and he was like, "What is your address in social?" And so I sent him my address, and then like one number at a time, I started texting him my social security number. And I was like, is this what you're asking for? Like mid number.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's okay. I found it because I've already given it to him for tax purposes.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, dude, I could just be like, oh, you meant like my social media handle? Like, I don't know. It was just so funny. So I totally am like you in that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm the worst. I'm just like,
Here's everything.
steal my identity.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
Maybe you could get more with the.
I know.
like,
maybe I'll be
insurance.
worth more.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, so that's an important thing too. Well, going off of that, so you made 15 sales, 67. But what was your lowest price?
My
sale?
lowest price sale was $8.
What was it?
A button-down O'Neill plaid shirt.
Would you pick it up again?
No, a friend gave it to me.
Okay, so it was like all profit.
Yeah.
Nice. Mine was $5 for a pair of like sheer white Boohoo shorts that I got from the bins. So they were like so cheap. And I looked and they had been sitting there for like, I think it said March of last year.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever. It's all profit.
Yeah.
What about the highest priced? Did you write that down?
Sorry. Yeah, I sold a Judith March jacket for $40. And that was one of the items that I was consigning for that girl.
Oh, okay.
If you're new here, I'm consigning for a girl.
Have you shared that before?
I think so. Oh, yeah. In our what to do when you can't source one.
Okay.
Which, yeah, should be out by now. And if not, stay tuned.
Yeah, maybe we do have an extra one somewhere. I gotta go clean up some
We were
files.
supposed to do this. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, so that was good. I was shocked that it sold for that. And I had never heard of that brand before.
As you were saying it, I was like, I kind of feel like I've heard of it, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I would recognize it, you know?
Yeah. It was the first I'd heard of it. But
I was going to ask a question when you said, oh, this is just a side note.
Yeah.
Did you take a poll on the St. John leggings?
yeah.
What was the response? Okay, in case, hold on. Before, if you're new here, Evan found herself a pair of $2,000 St. John leggings for $10.
Yeah.
$10. And she's told me on air that she sold them. And I'm like, dang, girl, thinking she made a lot of money.
Rolling in the dough.
How much did you sell them for?
I sold them for $50.
So then I was like, well, am I greedy for thinking she should have sold them for more or whatever? So Evan took it to a poll on
Yeah.
Instagram.
I badly lost the poll.
So a lot of people think you should have asked for more.
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about high price items.
I know. Yeah. So I'm reevaluating the
Your
worth
pricing
of my
strategy?
items and honestly going inward and reevaluating my self-worth as we all
so
should.
as a test, every time we record, I'm going to be like, Evan, share with us your social security number. And if she starts, I'll be like, you are worth more than that. And if she doesn't, I'll be like, we're making groundwork.
Yeah.
My highest price item was a sweater, a J. Crew sweater that I actually found like the week before I had Madeline. I don't know. I feel connected to that one trip.
Yeah.
And it was like regular Goodwill. So I paid regular prices.
Nice.
And I had it listed in my new higher price closet. So I have two closets. One is my regular closet where I just sell things dirt cheap. Then I decided to do an experiment and see if having a closet with higher price items would kind of get rid of the low ballers. And it did get rid of the low ballers, and it also never really produced tons of sales. So I've been slowly putting those items back in my old closet. So it was there for 3 or 4 months in the other closet and sold like within a week of being relisted in my
That's crazy.
regular closet. So
For the same price?
it sold for full asking price, but I had sent out offers that were lower on the other closet.
And how much did it sell for?
$40.
Okay.
So I paid $8 for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's pretty good.
That's super good.
So
for a sweater?
normally I make $9.
Was it a regular sweater or was it
was-
like cashmere or?
No, it was a J. Crew cable knit sequin sweater.
Oh,
It had like sequin stripes. It was pretty nice.
that's cool.
I thought it would sell before Christmas, but it sold after. So I don't know. I wrote down my my highest category. Did you write down or like what category sold the most?
Yeah.
Okay. What was yours?
Tops.
Me too.
Yeah. I like selling tops.
Me too.
I would say my closet is mainly tops.
Yeah. Mine was like tops, and then I at first thought it was bras, like intimates and sleepwear. But no, it was tops for sure. What about brands? Was there a brand?
No, they were all different brands. I didn't have a double up.
It would be interesting to know how many different brands you have in your closet.
You gonna make me look?
No, because I don't want to sit here while you count. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I tend to pick up. So mine was Victoria's Secret pink, and there are times and months where I'm sure it will be LuLaRoe.
Yeah,
and I'm guessing you would probably never pick up LuLaRoe.
I picked it up once and it sat forever.
Right, and I pick it up regularly. So it would. So my closet has a lot of LuLaRoe. So I think if I ever had a month, it would be like, well, duh, I have 80 items from them or whatever. I don't know. I wrote down that I had 12 bundles that I sold.
I had one.
I actually was surprised when I was counting it because in my mind I didn't sell, and I don't sell that many bundles, but 12 was a lot.
That is a lot of bundles.
So, and I also though remember I did that sale.
Oh yeah.
I was just like drowning in inventory. Mostly I just really want room to like. I feel like the longer I do this, the smarter I get at getting things.
Yeah.
So I look at stuff and I'm like, gosh, why is this still here? And I don't want it there, but I want something better to replace it. Like, I don't want to just be like, I deleted 400 items from my closet without having hundreds to, like, replace it with. So,
yeah.
I
get that.
Anything interesting that you did in your closet or anything of note, like new or... Did you relist your closet this month? No. Okay.
I don't know why I just shook my head. They can't see.
From here on out, I was just going to do sign language. So if you're going to be complaining that you can't hear, there's
I'm obviously meant to do this. Like, podcasting is my life.
I sent Evan a picture of a magnet that said, I couldn't afford therapy, so I started a podcast or something. And I was like, that's so true. I feel like we're like, okay, we'll talk about Poshmark. And then before and after we have like these little therapy talk sessions.
I know.
That I feel like are going to just slowly.
They already are.
Infuse themselves into what we're talking about.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Things are going to get dark.
Yeah. Just stick around. Get yourself a flashlight. Well, because Evan often relists her entire closet. That's like a strategy she swears by.
Yeah. I did like maybe 15 items. And then I was just like, no, I'm not
Life
doing
is
this.
Too heavy.
I'm like, I'm going to go take my depression nap now.
Yeah. You got to get those in where you can.
I know, right?
Yeah. I thought this was I don't think I listed anything. I didn't relist anything except moving some stuff from that old closet. I listed makeup.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. That I just had laying around and had never been used, and I sold it all within like a week.
Wow.
I know. It's like, dang.
Was it like what type of brand makeup?
Hourglass.
Oh.
And Bare Minerals.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, they sold fairly quickly. I was pretty stoked about that.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then randomly this is not Poshmark, but on Mercari, I sold perfume that I bought we lived in our old apartment. So that was Christmas, January of last year. Not 2019, but 18. I bought this perfume at the yellow tag sale at TJ Maxx or whatever. So it's been sitting there for a year. And it just randomly sold for full price.
Wow.
I was like, dang. I was pretty stoked about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I don't know. That was the only kind of interesting thing.
I finally sold a shirt that I probably bought when I first started doing Poshmark.
Tell me about the shirt.
It was I was kind of shocked.
Okay, I'm going to look it up too.
It was an Anthropologie. What is it? It's not mauve. What's the name? It's like MAEV.
Maeve.
Maeve?
I think
Maeve?
so.
Yeah. Because there's no U. Okay, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about.
I think it's Maeve.
Yeah. Whatever. Who cares? But it's just like a blouse. Got like weird abstract flowery type thing. But it sat for forever. I was trying to give it away.
And it wouldn't work. I just tried searching for Evan in Poshmark.
Well, you'll find someone.
I know.
Here, I'll just show you on my phone.
Well,
I sold it for $14. See? It's like not horrible.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not like my taste either. You know?
Yeah.
But it was like...
I'm telling you, remember that was on my list of brands that I don't like selling. It was certain
Right.
anthropology brands.
Yeah, it was weird, but glad to see her go.
I was thinking about this. Did you, one of the goals you had set for 2020 was to source every week?
Really, let's be honest. 2020 is starting this month.
Okay.
I feel like, I as a collective person, what? Collective people?
What?
We
just stepped into a whole new kind of issue. Evan over here as her collective person. What?
I feel like as a whole, the human race had a really bad January.
True that.
I feel like there were so many things like on Instagram, just like, hey, like January's canceled, blah, blah, blah. January's going on forever.
January is the free trial month. Of
Yeah. And I was just like, I'm glad I'm not alone. This month sucks.
Yeah.
So like, I worked last night after Kennedy went to sleep. Yeah. I did yoga last night. Yeah. Like, who am I?
Wow. It's like new month, new you.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. And it's kind of just like, all right, January, whatever. I hate you.
Yeah.
Let's be done. Fresh start. So, no, okay. I have not been sourcing every week, but I also still have like more than half of what that girl gave me that I need to list. So I'm focusing on that right now.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably just take some time for myself.
So you do have like inventory.
Yeah, I have inventory that I need to put up. But sorry, there was a weird noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to start sourcing again because I miss it.
Yeah. Oh, I went to the bins for the second time since Madeline was born. I used to go 2 or 3 times a week, and Madeline was born at the end of September.
When did you go?
Last Saturday, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I'd gone one other time.
You did.
I don't know that. I don't speak that.
What is wrong with me? It's like, maybe this is why I talk quiet. Because half the time, you don't want to hear what I have to say. It's not worth your time.
It is, Evan. That's why I shut up. I just want to hear you.
I was going to say, did you take Madeline?
No, Justin really will not let me.
Okay.
I mean, Justin is very anti-bins.
Okay. So he just watched her?
Yeah, at my mom's house.
Oh,
so
okay.
Because I keep everything at my mom's house, this is the thing that I was talking about with Justin was like, he was like, well, just go and I'll stay with Madeline at home. And I was like, okay, but both of the bins are like halfway between where we live and where my mom lives. And my mom lives about 25 minutes away, maybe 20, 25 minutes away. So I was like, by the time I go to the bins, I'm there a couple hours. I have to drive away from my baby again.
Yeah.
Like I have to keep going away from her before I come towards her. So I was like, so if you just hang out at my mom's house and if she's there, she will be more than happy to just hold her while she sleeps. Then Justin, you can, I think he did help me pull some orders. And then I went to the bins, brought it all back, unpacked it from my car. And it was just all there to do during the week when I came. So it was really nice. I was so excited. The first time I went, it was the worst. There was nothing. It was all baby clothes, which sounds great because I have a baby. But like, I was so like upset because I'm sitting there like finally getting to work. And
yeah.
It's my first time
that is the
baby.
Worst.
So then I get up and the lady was like, it was like 22 pounds, which I have always sworn I will never go between 22 and 20 or 18 and 24 because at that point just do 25 and it'll be cheaper than 18 pounds by itself or whatever around there. I just needed to go. And they were not bringing out new tables. There was not a lot of clothes. So I was there. Letty was like, well, you do know. And I was like, I know if I got 3 more pounds, I would save money, but I just need to go and see my baby. And so she was like, how old is your baby? And I had to stand there for another 10 minutes. And I was like, I hate everything in this cart, but I just need something.
Yeah.
So I walked in, and as I was looking at stuff, I was like, oh, this is great. Like, it was really great. I think I got 40 pounds of stuff. And
the second time.
The second time,
gotcha.
yeah. The first time sucked.
Yeah.
So the second time I was like, yeah, I could do this like twice a month. And
Yeah.
then I still have some stuff to list. But it's just really nice. Like, I've seen in my closet, as I kind of go back to how I used to do, which is I batch photograph and then I batch list. So, like, within 2 or 3 days, I'll put up like 40 or 50 items.
Mm-hmm.
And when I do that, like, just the activity increases in my closet in general. And so I've been doing that, and I've been like watching the sales slowly trickle in a way that I just am like amazed by. So I think I was really encouraged to be like, okay, I have to figure out a way to make this happen.
Yeah.
Especially after having been like, well, just going to TJ Maxx and shopping the yellow tag is so much easier with Madeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, it's easier, but I'm literally going to be under all year long if I do that.
Right.
So
you have to be like intentional about making that time.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
It's hard, but I think you know, Justin's on board a little bit more with it, and yeah, I think it'll be good to get back in that habit and that routine, especially now that she's a little bit older, and I don't know. So
yeah, you're adjusting to your new life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
but so yeah, I'm excited. Do you have any goals for your closet? This is springing it on you. Like, do you have any goals for like when we do this next month that we could be like, oh, you wanted to do this thing?
I guess maybe just the first thing that comes to my head is just being more consistent.
With what?
With speaking into the microphone.
Oh, that wasn't.
I thought that's what it was.
No. Okay. I got in a car accident like 2 days ago, and my back hurts so bad, and the chair is really far from my back. So I took a minute and leaned back and sat back in the chair. And then I had to ask Evan with what. And so I sat up, and it probably looked like I was.
It looked like she was like, hey, get close to that mic.
Nope. I just was
She's just taking a break.
Then came back. So
all right.
Evan, more consistent with what? I'm going to lean back and take a break.
Okay.
For a moment.
All right. I just was startled. I want to be more consistent with just doing work. I know that's super, super vague, but like.
But that was one of your 2020 goals as well. Was like
right.
developing a routine.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was actually talking to Jordan about this. Duh.
Your true PFF.
Shut up. I can have more than one. I just didn't know if we were on that level yet. But now we are. And I'm so happy.
It's been a big deal.
I know. Anyways, yeah, just like, you know, I was getting up early and working before Kennedy got up, but that kind of stopped a few months ago.
Kennedy is your 2-year-old daughter.
Kennedy's my dog. I'm just kidding. My daughter.
I don't know why all of a sudden I'm like, if you're new here.
Well, okay, let's take a minute to be like, we've had a decent increase in Instagram followers.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, so we may have new people.
Yeah, and if you're new, hi, welcome.
Thank you. We're getting this far.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. It brings me to tears. But we're going to talk about me again.
So back to Evan.
Enough about you. Anyways, yeah, Kennedy, my daughter, whatever. Waking up before her and actually getting up and doing work and being productive. And then trying to work when she goes to sleep, either her nap or at night, and not just being like super lazy and being like, I'm going to go sit under my weighted blanket and watch Schitt's Creek all over again.
You're welcome for that one.
Yeah.
But I do think it's just be fair. Like, depression sucks.
Oh, yeah.
And I just
For sure.
for you
It
and for
sucks.
anybody that's listening, because for whatever reason, I feel like a lot of people, like I was saying earlier, that turn to Poshmark as an alternative.
Yeah.
There are mental health issues. And that sounds so like, hi, welcome to Poshmark. We're a bunch of mental health people, like people
Yeah.
with mental health problems. But I just think it kind of is an outlet for people that really struggle.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of like hustle culture and a lot of like goal setting and whatever. And when it comes down to it, like, man, if you're gonna crack because you're forcing yourself to make and hit certain goals, like that's not worth it. And so
Right.
sometimes it is worth it to sit under a weighted blanket and watch Netflix so that you can get up and try again later.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, I think
be
definitely,
fair.
I mean, like, it's going to turn into a TED Talk, but like, I do think that allowing yourself to have that time and not just like feel really bad about not working is important. But the times that you do feel good and you're not like in a depressive hole or whatever, like really make that time count
Yeah.
and like work your ass butt off. Sorry.
That's a new body part, the ass butt.
Ass butt. It's called a tuchus. Yeah, because like, you know, this month sucked, but also like this month really sucked personally. So it's kind of like,
And I think is the beauty of starting. Like it's literally what we said and I'm only saying this because I just I listened to it last night when we were editing it at the last minute. The episode about the tips for new Poshmark users, starting where you are with what you have.
yeah,
And like that's what we're doing by starting this closet recap. Like, here's where we're at, and this is the truth. And like, I think it'll be cool to watch the influx and stuff. Like, I'm interested to see what happens in July, how we approach this.
yeah. I mean, I think
During
it's
the
kind of
summer
cool
slowdown.
because like, I of course want to be like, I had 150 total sales. So now maybe I'll actually put the effort into,
Yeah.
because there's like accountability.
Yeah.
So that would be cool.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, I feel like it's like trying to find someone to marry, where you could feel like you're all like you've got all the pieces there and you're like, here it is. And that doesn't mean that just because you present it that someone's going to take it. Does that make sense? I feel like I have I have a closet full of 800 items. I share them all the time.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't make someone buy it.
You can't make someone
And you
love
can't make the person you are going to marry just appear. And I can't make my buyers appear. I'm sorry.
So if you're single this Valentine's Day,
This tangent is
take
for
solace that you are not alone.
you. There's a bunch of us with closets not getting any action.
This is a sensitive subject for me. You know I got no lovin'.
But you made sales.
I made sales. Yeah.
So, okay. I think, too, as we were going through this, I was like, man, there was other things in our text message that we had talked about wanting to put on here. So this will be a work in progress. We're going to try to get it up earlier than this month because we had the idea at the end of the month. So by the time we record it, we're like a week behind where we would normally put it. If that makes sense.
We're going to have
it
it
so like complex right now.
You're coming at it from all angles. We're going to do it the first Monday of every month.
Yes. So
There
it
we
might
go.
not be a full month's recap.
Yeah.
But it'll be
fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure
make
it out.
Happen. All right. Whew. If you happen to stay all the way through that, thank you so much. We appreciate your listen so much. We're on all the podcasting platforms, including Pandora, our favorite. because who uses Pandora for podcasts? We don't know. And we're always looking for someone to be like, listen, here's why I use Pandora for podcasts. So if that's you, hit us up.
Hit me up.
Us.
Me. I'm looking for love, guys.
And just, I think Evan is confused about what are like traditional online dating sites.
Let's see. Okay, I was married before like Tinder or any of that crap. Now that I'm single and ready to mingle, I went on it once. Did I tell you this?
No.
I used a picture of one of my dogs because I just wanted to see who was out there.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't actually want to hook up or whatever.
Yeah.
And so every time someone talked to me, I would just go like, woof, woof, bark, bark. And finally they stopped talking to me and I was like, was it something I said? And that, my friends, is why I'm still single.
Yeah, this is not. I was putting her best self forward.
I told you I wanted to cancel earlier. I wasn't in the right state of mind.
See what happens when you guys tell Evan to talk louder?
I know. Now you're hearing way too much and you're like, my God, make that girl shut up. Ugh.
I'm literally looking at Evan wondering.
Okay, here's my secret. I've been sleep deprived for like the past month. And all the chemicals in my brain are kind of freaking out.
Please go buy some stuff from Evan's closet.
I just need to pick me up, guys.
Yeah, and whew.
But for real, don't worry about me, guys. I'm fine. Fine. But let's talk about Justin. Can we leave him a 5-star rating?
Or any star rating. Well, hopefully a 5.
Well, no. Okay.
I just don't want to tell people what, like...
Well, I want to tell people.
Okay, then I'm going to stay quiet about this.
Okay,
You say what you
I
need to say.
want 5-star reviews raving about us. And if there's anything less than that, you can see yourself out.
We got her talking. What do you want? Oh my goodness. We're on social media as well. At the SHC podcast. If you have any encouragement, words of advice, you can connect with her on Instagram at Mindful Renewal.
Yeah, I need a mindful renewal at this point.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And yeah, if you have any sort of recap of your closet, like we were saying before, anything exciting that sold, anything you're just glad to get rid of.
Yeah, we want to do this just like because it's cool, but we also want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, and I think that's why we were like, this is going to be cool because people can hear like, hey, this is what actually has happened in our closet.
Yeah.
So we want to hear from you on, again, those social media platforms or wherever. And we will talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Thanks for listening.